Good. How are you?
Fine,
Good, good. Welcome to class.
thank you. Nice to meet you again.
Yeah, nice to see you again too. And Carolina, hello.
Hello, Titi. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I am great too.
Good, good, good. Welcome to class. Glad you're here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good. And Ana Belén, hello. Good morning. Or good,
Hello, good morning for you. Good afternoon.
good afternoon. It's not even morning here either. It's
How are
1 p.m. I'm great. I'm great. Thanks for asking. Um, just woke up a couple hours ago, so it still feels like morning. It is afternoon here as well.
you? Okay.
So, and Javier, hello. Javier? Okay, let's see. Well, we can hear you, Javier. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, hello. How are you today?
Good, thanks. You?
I'm good, thanks. Um, and where are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
Okay, great, great. Welcome. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Great, great. All right, so we should have a few more people joining us yet, but I will talk about this class. This is a new class. It's called Logic Puzzles. And in the class, we'll be doing just that. We will be solving logic puzzles. These are something I have used. Um, And I'm just going to remind everyone to keep your mic on mute when you are not speaking. It improves the sound for everyone. Okay, so logic puzzles are something I've used with younger students learning English to help improve their reading and their logic skills for school. But they're also great for older people. Because they really target the prepositions, conjunctions, relative clauses and subordinate clauses are used. So they target some areas of grammar that can be difficult to target. Also, in speaking about these, we'll be using modals like must to express probability, things like that. So I found it really valuable for my younger learners. I'm trying it here with online with older learners, but I think it should be valuable. But this is the first time I've done it, so of course feedback or ideas about how it can be more valuable or run more smoothly, let me know. All right, and let's see. Gina is here. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
Fine, thanks.
Great.
I cannot hear you.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Stephanie. You come back, just.
Okay,
You're
yes.
back.
Of course, I'm back. I was greeting Gina, and my computer just went black and completely restarted. I don't know what happened. I think I need a new computer. It's time to buy one. But I don't have money for a new computer. I really apologize, everyone. Let's hope that does not happen again. I don't see why it happened. I think there might be a virus or something in my computer. I don't know. I'm plugged in with power. My internet is fine. Okay, but anyhow, let's see. Herman is with us as well. Hello, Herman.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good too. Nice to
Good.
see you.
Good to see you too. Okay, so this is logic puzzles, and this is, as I was saying, a class that is really, in this class we will just complete logic puzzles, and in doing that we will look at some of those little connectors in English that can be confusing, that show relationships. So I'm going to go to the page. The link is in the chat if you'd like the puzzle open on your own screen. But we're going to go to the page. This is the first time I've taught this, so I'm going to kind of play around with how to do the puzzle. Suggestions are welcome. But here we go. So this is our logic puzzles. They are grid puzzles. So we'll track our information on this grid. And here's the story of this puzzle. So we're going to look at the backstory and goal. All right, so for this part, this introduces us to what the problem is we're solving. Do I have a volunteer to read the first paragraph?
Yes, I can do that.
Wonderful. Thank you, Miriam. Go ahead.
Badger. I cannot read the first. Badger.
Badger Bill. Badger Bill.
Badgerville High football team has selected its roster of most valuable players for the year. Using only the clues below, match each player to his position and jersey number and determine the number of games he played last season. Sorry.
Great, great, excellent. Thank you very much, Miriam. Okay, great. So we're looking at a football team. This is, I think, American football. And we need to match the players to the positions and jersey number. A jersey is a sports shirt. So on our grid, we'll see that we have our players here, 4 players. Here are the football positions, American football. And here are the positions again. This should be jersey numbers, I thought. Oh, number of games he played last season. Okay. I don't see anything about jersey numbers, but that's the number of games played. Okay, so that's our thing. This is just a general reminder or kind of directions. We don't need to read that. Okay, so that was our introduction. Now we're going to part where it might be a little strange. We're going to look at the clues. And I think we'll take turns. One of you will read a clue, and then then everyone will have a chance to say what that clue means. Okay, and I'll give examples also as necessary. So let's just try it out. The first clue, let's see, Javier, can you read the first clue for us?
Edward Ellis played 2 more games on the defensive end.
Okay, great, thank you very much. So I am going to give an example now of something you can say after a clue. So Edward Ellis played more games than the defensive end, so Edward Ellis cannot be the defensive end. I know that Edward Ellis is not the defensive end. And then we'll mark an X on the puzzle. Okay, so is there any other information anything we know from clue 1? So, let's look. Edward Ellis played 2 more games. Let's look at the game numbers.
He cannot have played 3 or 4 games.
Great, exactly. He cannot have played 3 or 4 games because those aren't 2 more than anything here. Right, so it's got to be 5 or 6. And excellent. What about the defensive end? Does this clue tell us anything about the defensive end?
The name of games. So the number of games.
Yeah. So what should I mark for the defensive end?
It's the opposite.
5 and 6.
Yeah, right? Because someone had 2 more than the defensive end. So the defensive end could not have been 6 or 5. Great. Excellent. Good. So that's kind of how we'll go through the puzzle. And we'll just see, hopefully everyone will get kind of an equal turn to say things. Let's have someone read the next clue. Gina, will you read clue 2? Oh no, where did it go? I've moved it. No, there, it's an active clue. Okay. Will you read clue 2, please?
Okay. The person who played in 5 games last season is the quarterback.
Great. Thank you very much. Nice reading. All right, everyone. What does this clue tell us?
The quarterback played 5 games.
Right, yeah, this one's quite clear, right? So I should mark that the quarterback played 5 games. When we get a match, then we see this green circle. That means yes. Of course, the red X's mean no. Great. All right. Anything else about that clue?
Yes. Edward Ellis played 6 games.
Aha. Because
He couldn't play 5. Oh, maybe not. No.
yeah.
No. Because he could be the quarterback.
Yeah, if he's the quarterback, then he played 5. But if he isn't the quarterback, then he played 6. Good. So keep an eye on that. We'll come back to this clue. Great. Let's look at clue 3. So, Herman, that's you, clue 3.
Okay.
Kurt Gott is the defensive end.
All right. Anyone want to interpret that one?
Means he had 5 games.
That Kirk Cook had 5 games?
Yes.
Well, let's look. So first of all, it says Kurt Cook is the defensive end. So let me mark that. Here's Kurt Cook, defensive end. So put a green there. He is the defensive end. Okay. And let's look at games, the 5 games. We see green. Which position has 5 games? The defensive end doesn't. So Kurt Cook is not the defensive end, or is not 5. So we can put a X there. Good. Does anyone see anything else before we move to clue 4? All right, Carolina, clue 4.
Okay. Kurt Cox play 2 fewer games than the player kicker. The place kicker.
Great, great. So, what does that mean? What do I know from this?
That played 4 games. Kurt Cook played 4 games.
That he played 4 games. Yeah. He
And
can't.
the
Yeah, go ahead.
place kicker plays 6.
Yeah, yep. So we know that Kirk Cook can't be 3 because then that would be 2 fewer than the quarterback, not the place kicker. So it must be 4. Very good. And then the place kicker must have 6. All right. Looks good. Anyone else? Anything else? Let's look at clue 5. So Anna Belen, clue 5.
The running back is either Gordon Gregg or the person who played in 4 games last season. Then the person who played 4 games was Kurt Koch.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon Gregg. Then Jack Jensen. The running back could be Jack Jensen.
Well, let's look again at the clue. We know the running back is not the person who played in 4 games. So we've got 2 people in this clue.
Gordon Gregg, sorry.
Yeah, there we go. Gordon Gregg is going to be the running back. Excellent. So a yes sign there. Great. Excellent. All right, so that looks like we've gone through all 5 clues. We've got to go back to our other clues. So everyone look back to the other clues. Okay, let's read clue 1 again. Miriam, will you read clue 1?
Edward Ellis played 2 more games than the defensive end.
Okay. So we know. Is there anything else we can get from this clue, knowing what we know now?
We know that defensive end is Kurt Cook, and he's played 4 games. So Edward Ellis, I think that he plays 6 games.
Great logic there, and well said. So Edward Ellis played 6 games. Great. Excellent. Anyone else? Anything else we know from looking at the board or from this clue?
Yeah, Edward Ali is the place kicker.
Excellent. So I can mark that. I see that here, so I can mark that down here as well. Perfect. Great. Now what do we see on our grid? Who is the quarterback?
Jack Jensen.
Yep. Great. There we go. So we've got one full box. A lot of good information. So everyone else, keep looking. We're very close to solving it. What else do we know? I'll ask some questions. Let's see.
That Gordon Gregg played in 4 games, like a running back, the position running back.
The running back. The running back played in either 3 or 4, so we're not sure. Who did play 4? Looks like Kurt Cook played 4, and what was his position?
Defensive end.
Good. So the person who played 4 is the defensive end. There we go. What's next?
Running back played 3.
Very good. The running back played 3 games. All right. So now just to put these together, we've got Gordon Gregg as the running back. So how many games did he play?
3 or 5.
You have 3 or 5. He is the running back, and the running back played how many?
3.
3. So Gordon Gregg played 3, and Jack Jensen played 5. Great, and we win. Then we have to submit the solution. Let's do that. Congratulations. Great work, everyone. So this was an easy level 1. I just wanted us to kind of try it out, see how it goes. I think you did well. So I'm going to try to say even less. Because when you speak, when you say the logical sentences, that's the key to the speaking here. So let's try another that's a little bit harder. So solve another puzzle. So we can choose up to a rather very large grid. And we can choose between 3 levels. So I think we'll try a moderate one next, and we'll just go up a little bit in size. I think maybe we'll do a 4x4 instead of a 3x4. Okay. And we'll continue just kind of openly taking turns. But if there's anybody who's maybe not getting a chance to speak, I might call on them just to make sure everyone's getting an opportunity. So here we go for our next puzzle. So this one is we have 4 variables here. Let's start with the backstory and goal. Right down here. And do I have a volunteer to read it for us? Let's see. Herman, how about you?
Okay.
Great, thank you.
Against the grain. Offers handmade wooden furniture at reasonable prices. Each item is made by an in-house employee, using only the clues that follow. Match each item to the employee who crafted it, and determine its price and the type of wood used to make it.
Great, excellent. Thank you, Herman. Great, so in this puzzle, we're matching the items. And the items are, looks like the items are a bench, a coffee table, an end table, and a hutch. We're going to go through this vocabulary just so you can learn vocabulary as you go. So are there any questions on what these items are? What they look like?
An end table.
An end table will go next to a sofa. It's usually a smaller table that's like this one, just next to a sofa. You can put your drink on it. So that's an end table. Great question.
And bench? What is the meaning of bench?
Bench is like a seat for two people. Yeah,
Okay.
that's often in parks. I personally need to see what a hutch is. I think it's a big like cabinet, but I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, there's a hutch. So like a big cabinet for dishes. Coffee table. Oh, we might as well look. That's just a small table you'd have in your living room, in front of your sofa. That's a cool one. Okay, so those are the items. And then the employees who made them are Antoinette, Josephine, Shelley, and Tabitha. And then the types of wood they used: elm, oak, sandalwood, and walnut. And then, of course, the price of the items in dollars. So let's get to the clues. And let's see, maybe, Carolina, will you read the first clue this time?
Okay. Neither Josephine's item nor Antoniette's item is the coffee table.
All right, great. So what does that mean? What should I do?
You should put cross in Josephine and Anthony item coffee table.
Great.
Anthony too.
Yeah, great. And the same for Antoinette.
Yeah.
Great, excellent. Thank you very much. Anyone else? Anything you know from that clue at this point? Yeah, I think that's about all we know so far. All right, Ana Belén, how about clue 2?
Neither the pence nor the $250 piece is Tabitha's piece. You have to put a cross in Tabitha's in the bench and in the $250.
Great, excellent. Yep, so neither of those are Tabitha's. Good. Anything else we know from this clue? Anyone?
No more for now.
All right, we can always come back to it too. All right, let's go to clue 3. Miriam, clue 3.
Well, of Tabitha's piece and the 275 piece, one is the coffee table and the other was made of sandwood. So Tabitha's piece 217 issue 270. One is a coffee table. So and coffee table made. I think you should go down to coffee table and cross. I mean, hit this part. Check these cells. Yes.
Coffee table. The coffee table might be Tabitha's, but it will not be made of
Sandwood.
Yeah, great. So I'll put a cross there.
Yeah.
Good. Yep. So the coffee table is not sandalwood. It might be Tabitha's. Great. Anyone else? Does anyone else see anything in that clue?
Tabitha, please.
In the price, 272 and the material.
Yeah, what? So the price and the material.
Oh no.
Well, let's see. The 275 piece might be sandalwood, or it might be Tabitha's. It's, all we know right now is it's not both. So I think we need to come back to this clue.
Yep.
Yeah, let's come back to that. All right. So I think, Javier, your turn to read the next clue, number 4.
Tabitha's piece cost 300. That means we have to mark 70 and 325.
Means I think it means that we have to check the uh, sandalwood because
Well,
it's because in the tree it said it made of sandalwood. And it is 300, not 275. So means it is sandalwood.
yeah, so I think we still, let me mark Tabitha's $300.
$300.
There we go. So $300. But Tabitha's piece could still be the sandalwood. All we know is hers is not, we don't know if the coffee table was 275 or the sandalwood. So, I mean, I think you're right, but we can't prove it yet. So let's hold on to that. Does anyone have anything else before we go to clue 5? All right, let's try clue 5. So Gina, clue 5?
The end table costs $25 more than Antoinette's item. This means that Antoinette item costs 275 or 325. So we have to cross the other two prices.
Okay, so her dog. Okay. Because the end table cost $25 more. So
that it isn't 250. So
okay, so Antoinette's won't be 250?
no, it couldn't be. It can't be 250.
Careful though, careful. It says the end table costs $25 more than Antoinette's.
Yes, we have to.
So if Antoinette's was 250, if the end table was 275, then Antoinette could be 250.
Oh yes, that's right.
So I think we need to cross out 250 for the end table.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Great.
Stephanie, you can mark a bench with $300.
All right, tell me why.
Because Tabitha items cost $300, but couldn't be bench.
Ah, yes, so Tabitha's item costs $300, but it is not the bench. So $300 is not the bench. Great. Good, good. Thank you, Herman. All right. Anyone else? Anything at this point? We still have 2 more clues, and then I think a lot more information as we go back. Okay, so clue 6 is going to be one of these complex sentences that these puzzles are great for. Let's see whose turn. Herman, your turn to read the clue.
It's number 6.
Yes.
Of the $275 item and the item made of walnut, one was crafted by Josephine and the other is the coffee table.
All right, a lot going on here. So what does that tell us?
Um, so, I don't know.
Well, let's see. So let's look. The $275 item. Let's just look at the first part of the sentence. We have 2 items here, right?
Right.
So one is the $275 item, and the other is what?
Is from walnut.
Yeah, so those 2 cannot be the same.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So we can cross out, put a cross there. Those can't be the same. All right, so that's a little bit. Does anyone else see anything else we can get out of this clue?
I think it's look like the Josephine made the coffee table.
Josephine is not coffee table.
Oh yeah, let's look at the second part here. So again, we have 2 items. Oops, I don't like this feature of used clues. So the second part of the sentence, we also have 2 people, or one was Josephine and the other is the one who did the coffee table. So Josephine did not do the coffee table, and we have that marked already. All right. But this does tell us something about Josephine. I think. Wait, I just lost it.
Josephine made something with the walnut. So
She may have. So I had a train of thought and I lost it. So when that happens to me, I usually go on to the next clue. So does anyone have anything else, or we'll go on to the next clue? All right, I think Carolina, your turn.
Okay. The bench wasn't made of oak.
Great, thank you. All right, so what shall I mark?
You should put cross in the bench and oak.
Great. Great, yeah, and that's a fairly simple, straightforward clue. All right, so we've gone through all the clues once, and we don't have much information. At this point, before rereading the clues, I look at my grid and see if there's more information. Does anyone see anything else? I see Tabitha is not the bench, not the bench. All right, let's go back to the clues. Starting again with clue 1, we'll read it again. And now that we have a little more information, we should be able to deduce more. So Ana Belén, your turn, number 1.
Neither Josephine's item nor Antoniette's item is the coffee table. Then you have to put a cross in Josephine and Antoniette
Mhm.
the coffee table.
Great.
Oh, okay.
Great. Yep. So we've got those from our first time around. Yep. So is there anything else for it?
I think we could fill the bottom side of the grid because, for example, coffee table couldn't be from Antoinette and Josephine, and also couldn't be for Sandwood. So you can mark Sandalwood downside.
Sandalwood for the coffee table, or
For Antoinette and Josephine, you can mark Sandalwood.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure why though.
Because the coffee table is not from Antoinette and also is not from Josephine, and the coffee table is not from Sandalwood too.
Yes, because the clue 3 say that. I agree. I agree.
Okay, okay. I'm not sure because I think the coffee table is not sandalwood, but let's say the bench is sandalwood and Antoinette made the bench. That could be.
Ah, right. Yeah.
I think what you're seeing though, you are onto something here. Let me see. Oh no, I think I've lost it. The coffee table is not sandalwood. We know that from clue 3. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm a little lost. This happens with these. They are written to be confusing with their language. That's how we get lost. Let's see. So let's just go on to clue 2 again. We haven't repeated that. Clue 2, let's see, Gina.
Neither the bench nor the $250 piece is Tabata's piece.
Great. Is there anything new we can get from this now?
Tabata's piece can be the coffee table or
Neither the bench nor the $250 piece. Well, let's see. Can the bench and the $250 piece be the same thing?
No.
No, so we can cross out bench and $250. It can't be the same. And anyone else see anything?
I think that Tabata's piece can be the coffee table or the ants. No. No.
Yeah, she definitely might be one of she might have the coffee table. Kind of feels like she will. We just have to prove it. I think clue 3 is going to help, but this one we almost had. I think this one has a lot of extra information. I think, let's see, Herman, will you read clue 3 for us again?
Of Tabitha's piece and the 275 piece, one is the coffee table and the other was made of sandalwood.
All right, so we know Tabitha had the $300 piece. So she either had the coffee table or she had the sandalwood piece, but not both. Does anyone see anything in that clue? Yeah, I don't either. I thought that would be more helpful. Let's actually look back at clue 5. This one's going to help us now. Carolina, clue 5. Carolina, will you read clue 5 for us?
Okay. The end table costs $25 more than Anthony's item.
All right, so let's look at the end table. Could the end table be 325?
No.
No, because it's Tabitha's.
Yeah, that would be 25 more than Tabitha, not Antoinette. Oops. No. So we can put an X there.
Also an X in 300.
And why is that?
Because it's Tabitha's.
Oh. What if Tabitha has the end table?
Oh.
We want to. These are tough. Good logic, though. Good reasoning. Let's see. We did narrow down the end table. So how about Antoinette? Let's look at Antoinette's item. Could Antoinette's item cost $325?
No.
No, because there's nothing more than that. We have to have at least something more. That's 25 more. Good. Could Antoinette's be 275? I think yes. Oh boy, this is a tricky one. All right, I think. Does anyone else see anything else so far?
Antoinette's item costs $250.
All right, and why do you think so?
Because the end table costs more than, so that it is the cheaper item.
Yeah, it's got to be cheaper than the end table. But what if the end table costs 300? Then Antoinette's could be the 275 piece. If the end table is Tabitha's. So we just need a little more information before we can decide that. I think that's likely. Let's see whose is. I think maybe we can narrow down whose is the most expensive, maybe. Let's look at clue 6. Ana Belén, will you read clue 6?
Of the 275 items, and the item made of walnut, one was crafted by Josephine and the other one is the coffee table.
All right. Back to the photo. So, we've got 2 items. One crafted by Josephine, and it's not a coffee table. It might be 275, it might be walnut. Does anyone see anything else in this clue? Let's see what we know. Seems like we know a lot about the coffee table without really knowing whose it is. We're going to look here. This will tell us what's correct that we have. Well, we only have the one. So we know for sure we're correct about Tabitha's 300. Which items were definitely not 300? The bench. That's all we know. Okay. Boy, I'm stuck. So these are confusing, written to be confusing. Yes, does someone see something?
I believe this is a difficult one. We need more clues.
Yeah, this is. I think we need. It's got to be there somewhere. We'll see it in just a second. Let's see. It's maybe we're not, maybe not looking at materials enough. Let's see. The bench wasn't made of oak. What was the bench made of? We don't know. We don't know what any of it was made of. It must be here somewhere. We just need to see it. Does this puzzle say anything about Shelley? Do we know anything about Shelley? All right, so let's take a guess, everyone. We are running low on time. Sometimes with puzzles, a guess is helpful. I think a lot of us have the hunch that Tabitha has the coffee table. Shall we take that guess? Yeah, let's just say that Tabitha has the coffee table. We can check that, actually. Uh-oh, coffee. Uh-oh. Nope, she's not the coffee table. We'll take that off. She must be end table. We're just guessing now. This is awful. Nope, not that. Let's try that. The hutch. No, that doesn't seem to be working then. It's got to be the end table. Oh boy. I think the puzzle doesn't even know the answer. Let's take a hint. Here we go. Okay. If Antoinette is less than end table by some amount, then Antoinette does not equal the end table. Does that hint help anybody? It must be that Antoinette is the 250. And the end table is more, maybe. Or, oh, we can cross that out, it's telling us. Okay. Let's try another hint. The grid shows that $300 equals Tabitha. That 250 cannot be the coffee table. So we can cross that out. Okay, now we've got some good information. Just needed a few hints. Okay, what do we see? What is $250?
The hutch.
The hutch. Great. We will solve this. All right. And look at clue 2. Whoops. What do we know about the $250 piece? It's not Tabitha's. Tabitha does not have the hutch. Okay. Oh boy. We just don't have time to finish, and I'm sorry about that. Let's see. This is going to be false. I think that's right. I think we have to stop there, everyone. So I am very sorry. Again, this was kind of a trying something new, a new idea for trying to teach online, trying to target some really difficult grammar areas, the connecting words, the clauses that make these confusing. I don't know if I'll do this class again. If I do, I'll probably stick to the easier puzzles, or fewer, shorter ones. So let me know. Give me some feedback on if any of it was valuable. Clearly, the second one was too hard.
The first one was okay.
Okay. So if I do it again, I'll stick to the shorter ones. But at least this is a good resource for you if you want to work on these types of confusing structures on your own. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for participating.
Thank you, Stephanie.
And yeah, hope to see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, Stephanie. Bye bye.